Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Talking Sports with Manny. We're going to be talking fantasy today. So I am excited. You guys should be excited for an exciting show today. We just had the NBA trade deadline with all kinds of stuff going down this past week with the Cowboys making a splash on defense. Let's see if it helps their offense. You had Shaid going to Seattle from the Saints. And then Jacoby Myers going to the Jags. Those are like the only two offensive moves that impacts fantasy. But other than that, I'll say it was a pretty good trade deadline. Pretty good trade deadline. Some football. I'm setting up to go live on TikTok as well. So you guys know that the TikTok crowd brings a lot of people, a lot of questions coming in. So just want to get that set up. Found me a little good spot because of that light behind me. Would hate to hold it the entire show, but I'll do what I got to do. So I'm going live, but it's just something that's going on with the TikTok live to why it's not working. But we're going to be getting started shortly, guys. I promise. You just want to get this thing rolling. We're going to go with the Wi-Fi on. And with the Wi-Fi on, we'll see if it operates a little better. Yes, it's operating a little better, but then now the YouTube is lagging a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna get started. We're gonna do some starts and sits. Um, haven't done this in about maybe a couple weeks, but I have gone live and talked, sports in general. So that's been cool. So as you guys are coming in, coming with your questions, or those that are watching live, and we're gonna go ahead and break everything down. Be sure to follow on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, Talking Sports with Manny. That will be well appreciated. But in the meantime, while I'm getting everything set up, what was your favorite trade during the trade deadline? What was your favorite trade during the trade deadline? Was it an exciting trade deadline for you? It was for me. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely enjoyed all the back and forth, teams trying to figure out if they're winners, if they're losers, trying to figure out what they're going to do, who's buying, who's selling. The biggest thing was the Commanders not selling. That was kind of crazy to me. Like, you would think they would be the first team to sell. They didn't sell. And then now we are where we are. So, quarterbacks to start this week. You got Matthew Stafford versus the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers have not looked good on defense in recent weeks. It just kind of goes back and forth, right, with these defenses. But Stafford has been hot all season. He's, most likely going to get up to like 20 points. And the 49ers have struggled with quarterbacks. Like, you have quarterbacks the last 5 games averaging 23.6 points versus those specific teams. So yeah, I do like Matthew Stafford this week. Puka Nukua was back. He's healthy, which is good to see. One guy is asking, start two, DJ Moore, Debo, Samuel, Juwan Jennings, or Ricky Pearsall. Give me DJ Moore and Debo. Another quarterback that I like this week is Bo Nix versus the lowly Vegas Raiders, and I believe they play on Thursday night. Although I don't like playing people on Thursday night, this is a very good matchup. The Raiders can't cover anybody. They can't even cover their nose when they sneeze. Like, that's just how bad they are. On the season, Bo Nix has 20 touchdowns and 6 INTs. So he is tearing it up this season. He looks great. He's rushing the ball. He's passing the ball. He's averaging 23.7 points per game. Someone is asking, Jordan Love or J.J. McCarthy? Give me Jordan Love. I got to see more out of J.J. McCarthy before I anoint him as somebody who I feel can give, positive stats. Galaxy Pickers, what's good, man? What's good? Appreciate you hopping on the stream. Galaxy Pickers is asking, trade Addison for May. I will have a first round buy, and I have Drake May for the Diggs stack. I like it. Addison he's solid, but then again, you got JJ McCarthy, and then he has to pass to all these different guys. So I love it. May is my number two quarterback this year after Patrick Mahomes. I don't care what any of the metrics say. Yeah, I love me some Drake May this season. Oh, you're saying Addison for Diggs. That one I don't know. If it's Addison for Diggs, I am going to rock with Addison. That's just me. Yeah, Diggs is older, and then also Drake May spreads the ball to different receivers. All right. Evan is asking Harrison or Addison rest of the season. Give me Harrison. Marvin Harrison Jr. And then I've heard that Kyler Murray is going on IR. So Kyler Murray going on IR. I love Brissett more for that offense. So you should expect everything on that offense to be better. And a sneaky pickup in deep leagues is Zay Jones. Look out for Zay Jones. He's going to be a sneaky pickup. Says, what's up, bro? Would you trade Love straight up for Burrow Dynasty? Yes. Burrow is a better dynasty asset. So, yeah, I'll do that all day long. Says, should I do Kittle and Brees for Swift and Brock Bowers? I think you should. Brock Bowers is just that good. He's just that much of a game changer. So I'm not mad at that at all. So we talked about starting Stafford. We talked about starting Bo Nix. The next quarterback that I'm going to be starting this week is Caleb Williams, averaging 22.7 points a game. Caleb Williams looks great this season. 15 touchdowns, 4 picks. He's running the ball. He has that offense humming. I mean, he's going to throw for 4,000 yards this season. You're welcome, my guy. He's going to throw for 4,000 yards this season. So, yeah, he's definitely a guy that he's almost a must start every week. And that defense isn't that great, so that's just more opportunity for guys like Caleb Williams to throw a little more. Patty Melt is asking Devontae Adams and Bucky for CD and Myers. Yeah, give me the CD and Myers side for sure. Since I have CMC, JT, and Jamar. Yeah, that's a great deal for you. Go ahead and grab CD and Myers and run to the bank because you've stolen from that person. So next quarterback that I'm starting this week is Jared Goff. Anybody playing against the Washington Commanders, the terrible, lowly Washington Commanders, you want to go ahead and play that guy. Yeah, the Commanders are just so bad. They can't cover anybody. And Jared Goff has 17 touchdowns, 3 picks so far this season. He might throw for 4 or 5 touchdowns this week. I mean, he's averaging 21.4 points per game. I'm projecting Jared Goff to about 25 to 30 points this week. So Jared Goff is a great play. May or Hurts, give me May. Hurts is also good. It doesn't matter. Trade Tyler Warren or Kittle for Aaron Jones. I would trade Kittle for Aaron Jones if you need a running back. Give me May over Hurts. Another quarterback that I'm starting this week is Baker Mayfield versus the New England Patriots. Baker Mayfield, although his touchdown numbers hasn't been great, his yardage has been there. You know, I think his touchdown numbers go up as his team starts to get a little healthy. There's a thing where there's news that Chris Godwin might play this week. And if he plays this week, you can expect Baker Mayfield to throw for about 3 touchdowns. Are you taking Baker Mayfield over Dart? Absolutely not. Give me Jackson Dart over Baker Mayfield, just because of the rushing upside by Jackson Dart. It says trade Johnson, save Breeze for Bijan. No, that's too much. You're giving up too much for Bijan, but I get it. It depends on how you think about Quentin Johnston. And if I'm not mistaken, he scored last week, right? So I don't know. It's just up to you. It's all about preference. I think that Breece Hall balls out the rest of the season. It says Vidal, London, Ferg, J-Mo, and Ramondre for Gibbs, Kittle, and Jenkins. I would do it. Give me the Gibbs and Jenkins side. I think that side is just too good. Jenkins should be a top 12 running back the rest of the season. So I like that for you. Sam Darnold this week versus the Arizona Cardinals. Sam Darnold has looked good all season. He has 2,084 passing yards and 16 touchdowns, 5 INTs, averaging 21.2 points per game. All right, let me see. It says, why would Dan Quinn leave JD in the game after the 4th? Yeah, it was like more so getting JD some reps because JD hasn't really played. He's getting JD some reps, and I think that was the wrong move. Should have took JD out, but guess what? This injury could have happened the very first game, the next game. So an injury was bound to happen because he has no wide receivers. There's nobody to pass the ball to, and it's just really, really bad right now in Washington. I'm surprised that Washington was not sellers. So, yeah. It says, do you think a chain is a top 5 RB in fantasy? I do. Maybe not top 5. He might be in the top 7, top 8, but he's right there. He hovers around that top 5. It depends on who you have in there, because I do have Bijan, I do have Gibbs, I do have guys like what's his name? The guy from the Bills. So yeah, he hovers around that top 5, but it changes from week to week. It changes from week to week. It says, do I start Michael Pittman? Yes. Michael Pittman has become a virtually must start every single week. He's tearing it up. He's one of my favorite gets this year. People are out on Michael Pittman, but Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes is that dude, man. I want to get rid of Johnston. Yeah, get rid of Johnston, man. If you want to get rid of him, get rid of him. I do not blame you. I can't trust Johnston. Pick 2 running backs: Warren, Swift, Monangai, Bucky, and White. Man, give me Swift and give me Bucky or White. Yeah, give me the Bears guys and the Tampa Bay guys. It's funny because in one of my leagues I have that Swift Monangai and I have that Bucky and White as well. It's funny. Because how do you feel about Debo this week? Should I start him or play Douglas? Start Debo. Douglas, like any New England Patriots receiver, you never know who's going to catch the ball, when they're going to catch the ball. It says Henry and Franklin for Olave and Addison. Yes. Grab you that Olave and Addison. Olave should go crazy the rest of the way. Junkins or Genty, give me Junkins. He's just more consistent. Genty is the name, maybe the more talented, but Junkins has been killing it all season when he's healthy. He's fully healthy this week. Should I start Devonta Smith or Keenan Allen? Give me Devonta Smith. Would you trade McBride and Brees for JT? I wouldn't. McBride is just a top 2, top 3 tight end in the league. It says traded Higgins and Kyron for Chase and Hunt. W, yes. Big dubs on that one. Gatson or Jacoby Myers in the flex? Gatson. Until Gatson cools down, I'm going Gatson every week. Start Vidal, Tracy, or Nix and McCarthy. So give me Tracy over Vidal and give me Nix over McCarthy. It says Walker or Vidal. Give me Vidal. Walker is pretty much done. Dart or Baker? Give me Dart. Flex Kincaid, Vidal, Jordan Addison, or Rashad White. Give me Kincaid. Kincaid's been hot. Dart over Baker. Yeah, Dart over Baker. Trade London and Vidal for Josh Jacobs. I like the London side. London is just a game wrecker, man. Yeah, give me London. Cortland Sutton or Jacoby Myers. Give me Cortland Sutton. We don't even know who Jacoby Myers is. Sit Monangai, Junkins, Bucky, Bijan. Oh, sit 1. Okay. It's Monangai. That's easy. Says I got Pittman for Henderson and BTJ. We got Pittman for Henderson and BTJ. I'm not mad at it. Henderson has just been so bad this season. He had a good, decent game, his best game of the season, but can you really trust Henderson going forward? It says White, Kamara, or RJ Harvey. It's RJ Harvey right now. He's hot. Kamara has fallen off of the face of the earth. It says, give me your top 10. Top 10 what? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Bucky or Junkins? Give me Junkins. Trade St. Brown or London and Hampton. Oh, St. Brown for London and Hampton. I like that. Oh, top 10 RBs. Top 10 RBs. All right. I will get that. If I don't get that, then I'll make a video giving my top 10. I got to really put some thought. Off the top of my head, I can't really give you my top 10, but I will drop a video and I'll post it literally after this live, giving you my top 10 running backs in fantasy. So be sure to check that out and see if you agree with my list. Brissett or JJ? Give me Brissett. AJ Brown or Shakir for Dobbins and Garrett Wilson. Yes. Give me the Dobbins and Garrett Wilson side. Brissett or JJ? Give me Brissett. Hey, appreciate the follow, man. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the love. Let me see what. Okay, nothing on YouTube. Some of the other quarterbacks that I like this week. I like Daniel Jones this week. I like Marcus Mariota this week. I like Michael Penix this week. The guys I'm not messing with, obviously, nobody in the Jets offense, not even Brees. Like, I'm only playing Brees or Garrett Wilson if I have to. But the good thing is that defense got so bad that they have to pass to come back. Or so who knows? Justin Fields is going to be the guy the rest of the season. There's no need to play Tyrod Taylor anymore. It says flex, Brees, Olave, Sutton, Christian Watson, Harvey. Choose one. If I'm choosing one, even though I just said don't go Jets guys, I'll go Olave out of that group. Smith or Addison in the flex. Give me Smith. Smith has been hot off late. But yeah, I'm not messing with Fields. Like Trevor Lawrence, man, they traded for another receiver, and they've invested so much in the receiving group. I think it's a Trevor Lawrence problem. Like it's Trevor Lawrence problem. Even JJ McCarthy, man, I don't know what he's doing. Like, he had a good game last week, but let's see if he can have two good games back to back to back. A flip of a coin is Aaron Rodgers. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad, but overall he's been good this season. 17 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. He's averaging 20.4 points per game. So, yeah. So those are my start and sit quarterbacks. I'm going to get to my start and sit running backs in a minute. We get to some of these questions. I'll be going back and forth. It says bench one: Bucky, Bijan, Junkins, Rico. Man, I'm not benching Rico. I'm not benching Junkins. I'm not benching Bijan. So it has to be Bucky. It says Devonta Smith, Kittle, and Tyler Warren. Sit one. Okay. I will sit Kittle. Kittle has not been consistent at all. It says, do you think DK Metcalf is gonna make a comeback, or should I drop him? I think Metcalf should be all right. He is the main and possibly only weapon for Aaron Rodgers. But if you have to drop him, you better be getting something better than DK Metcalf. That's all I gotta say. Monangai or ETN. I'll go ETN. I don't know how that backfield is going to go with Swift coming back and being healthy this week. Steelers receive Jalen Waddle. Dolphins receive Alex Highsmith. What do you think? I think it's a fair trade. I mean, but why would the Steelers do that though? I get it though. I love your optimism. It says trade Brees and ETN for James Cook. Brees and ETN for James Cook. I'll keep the Brees and ETN side. It's better to have two running backs than to have one. Injuries could happen at any given moment. But if you have the depth and you just want to get better, then I definitely understand it. It says trade BTJ and Sutton for Emeka and Singletary. I would. I would, but then at the same time, I would not. Sutton has been solid all year. We know that BTJ has the upside. If you're making this trade, just make sure you have a million wide receivers. That's all I gotta say. It says bear down, man. Praying for Jaden. Hey, appreciate you, man. Hey, shout out to Caleb. I'm glad that Caleb is having a great season this year. I'm not one of those fans that hate on players just to hate on players. Obviously I like to have my banter with the fans, but it is what it is. It says Troy Franklin, wide receiver 1 now. No, it's still Courtland Sutton. Troy Franklin is number 2. Says I got St. Brown, Olave, and Troy Franklin. Okay. Yeah, you don't have the depth to be making that kind of trade. So yeah, I'll say keep your depth because injuries are coming. If you guys think we've seen injuries, we haven't seen injuries. Says thanks, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm enjoying the banter. Beginning between the Bears and Commanders. I love it, man. I love it. Like I have friends that are Bears fans and we talk trash. Like, last year when we hit that Hail Mary, we said, oh yeah, the Commanders destroyed the Caleb Williams. And after that, it was a loss every other game. Same thing. The Commanders fumble, Bears win. The Bears have broken the Commanders this year. Now the Commanders continue to lose, after that fumble. So that's just kind of how it goes, man. I believe we stole one last year and we ran on luck. And now that luck has run out, and now we have to pay. And sadly, we have to pay with Jaden's health and the health of our team. So it's just one of those things. It says, but nothing but respect for you all, man. Hey, likewise. It says, I got a terrible wide receiver core. Franklin, Higgins, McConkey. Oof, that's rough. Who's your NBA team? My NBA team is the Los Angeles Lakers. I can't wait for tonight's game. You're going to have Wemby. You're going to have Luka. You're going to have Austin Reeves. I've seen on Facebook where somebody said Trace Leches, and then I seen Robin Lopez say the snow, what did it say? The Snow White show or whatever. Like he was just making fun of, having like these 3 white stars that are just killing it right now. I don't know exactly what he said, but yeah, man, those guys are balling, man. Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, man. It's a great time to be a Lakers fan. So that's my NBA team right there. It says, would you trade Njoku for Kamara? I would. I think that Kamara at some point is going to have a good game. Somebody, Isaac says, when is LeBron coming back? They said mid November, but my fear is the team is playing so good without LeBron. I just hope that LeBron comes in and buys into what the Lakers are doing. Maybe play 20 to 25 minutes to start out, kind of ease your way in. You don't have to be the best anymore. Just come in, give us positive minutes, score in a low post, run that pick and roll with Luka or Reeves, and then, man, everything will be everything. It says Baker, Garrett, Kyron, for Jettas, and a 27 first in Dynasty. Baker, Garrett Wilson, Kyron. I like the Baker. I like that Baker side, honestly. Getting Jettas is cool with uncertainty at our QB, 27 first. I'm going to need like at least 27 first. And it says, or Neighbors and a 27 first. Either way, I like the Baker side. That's just me. These draft picks have a way of sometimes not hitting. Just imagine if you traded for X amount of first-round picks and your first-round pick ended up being Quentin Johnston. Mind you, not the Quentin Johnston you see now, the Quentin Johnston from rookie season, or grabbing some of those Jahan Dotson in the late first round, or grabbing some of these picks. You don't know where these picks end up landing. If they end up landing 111, 112, and you possibly end up reaching for a prospect. I've seen guys come up and get Will Levis. So you never know what these picks could be. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. It says, is this a good RB core? Genty, Breece Hall, Derrick Henry. I like it. 2 out of the 3 are going to ball consistently every single week. I saw you said start Goff for Knicks. Both have juicy matchups. Give me Jared Goff. He's going to destroy the Commanders' defense this week. The Seahawks are making a good, deep playoff run, looking good on both sides. The Seahawks are loaded. Listen to me. They were already prolific on offense. Yes, the running game is, what it is, but to now add Shaheed to that lineup, you got Torrey Horton, young rookie, a wide receiver. Then you have, of course, you have JSN, but now you add Shaheed over the top. Oh, my gosh. And then you have the 2 tight ends in Barner and Arroyo. That offense just got better. The defense is solid enough. The Seahawks are going to be one of those teams that could be that number 1 seed, but could possibly end up being in the top 3. They can possibly make a run. And that's the thing about the NFL. You can have a team be bad one season, like my Commanders 2 years ago, and then last season win 12 games. Then this season possibly end up with 3 or 4 wins for the rest of the year, and then kind of bounce back. So the NFL is the one league where you can be sorry one year and then end up being great the next year. So that's pretty interesting. Start Dobbins or Etienne. I would go Dobbins. Bench 1, Genty, Troy Franklin, Garrett Wilson. That's easy. It's going to be Troy Franklin. Start Kincaid or Fannin. Give me Kincaid. Trey Tucker or Shaheed. Give me Trey Tucker. We got to see what the role is for Shaheed moving forward. It says, do you think, would you trade Breece Hall for Ladd McConkey? I would not. Would you trade Derrick Henry for Junkins and Garrett Wilson? Absolutely. Drop Hawkinson and get Loveland. Yeah, it's a toss-up. It's a 50-50. I'm not mad at you either way it goes. Loveland did have a good game, but, you never know what players do from game to game. Never chase a very good game, because if you expect in that same game, you might not get that same game the next game. It says, should I pick up Mixon for fun? I'm 9-0. Definitely go pick up Mixon. Why not? Pick him up, put him into your IR. So should I start Zay or Vidal? Give me Zay. Trade K9 for Keenan. K9 and Keenan for Chase Brown. I would, honestly. K9 is just becoming nothing right now. Do I trade Puka and Kittle for Justin Jefferson and Bucky? I'm keeping Puka. I'm keeping Puka. I don't know when Bucky's coming back. And even when Bucky comes back, Rachaad White has played so well, right? Do you now limit all the good things that Rachaad White has done because Bucky's healthy? But yeah, Puka is still going to put up crazy numbers. It says Bowers for 60 yards. Absolutely. Why not Bowers for 120 yards? Now I'm kidding. I know you're sports betting. 60 yards seems fair. It says the Commanders are super weak. Tell me something that I don't know, please. It says talks should trade McLaurin for Calvin Austin. I wouldn't. I don't know what Calvin Austin gives you in real life or fantasy. Harvey for 12 receiving yards, yes. It says trade Amon-Ra and Gibbs for a chain and JSN. I think that's a fair trade, but I'm gonna lean Amon-Ra and Gibbs. It says Bills winning the chip. It's possible. It's possible. The Bills are loaded offensively, but defensively is where the Bills scare me. This year is going to be which NFL team can play defense the best. That team most likely wins the entire championship. But then, you're not required to play defense every single game. When you get into the playoffs, you have to play your best defense. You have to be able to pass rush, get to the quarterback. I'm surprised that the Bills did not send a 7th round pick to the Commanders to get a Von Miller back. That was a shocker. It says trade Rashee Rice and Kittle for Bucky and Justin Jefferson. I think that's fair. There's no big winner there. It's just a fair trade. It just depends on your preference. Patriots D or Steelers D. That's a tough one. That's a toss-up. Flip a coin, but I'll probably go Steelers defense. Brees or Vidal. Give me Brees. Jettas or Junkins for Bucky and Marv. My other wide receivers are London and Wilson. I understand it. So are you getting – I like the Jettas and Junkins side, if we're being honest. All right. It says start 3, ETN, Dottle, Junkins. The first 3. No, give me Dottle, Junkins, and Dobbins as my 3 that I'm starting. No, I take that back. Dobbins has been losing work. Give me ETN, Dottle, and Junkins. Hey, appreciate the follow. It says Knicks or May. Give me Knicks this week. Knicks is playing the lowly Vegas Raiders. But let me go ahead and give you guys my running backs this week that I'm going to be rocking with. Any combination of Swift and Monangai, depending on who play. I think both guys are going to get love this week. There's a potential that both guys get about 80 yards total from scrimmage each and a touchdown. So look out for that versus the lowly New York Giants. Also, Quinshon Judkins is back. He's healthy. Give me Quinshon Judkins this week. Give me any combination of Rachaad White or Bucky. I don't think Bucky comes back this week, but Rachaad White starting with confidence versus the New England Patriots. Dobbins or Harvey, any of those combinations should have good weeks versus the lowly Vegas Raiders. TreVeyon Henderson, if he gets the bulk of the work like last week, then I'm going to rock with him. Like last week, he had 14 carries for 55 yards, then had 4 catches for 32 yards on 6 targets. So I like TreVeyon Henderson, but the coach Vrabel got to trust him. Coach doesn't trust him right now. Some other guys that I like, Charbonnet. I like Charbonnet over K9. Devin Singletary is a sneaky pickup if you are desperate for a running back, looking for just anybody to just kind of put into your lineup. Devin Singletary could feel that need for you. Also, Woody Marks. I think Woody Marks over Nick Chubb. And then stash Ray Davis just in case James Cook gets hurt. This is time to get into your leagues and survey and see what's going on. Somebody's asking Vidal or Trey Tucker. Give me Vidal. But yeah, no, sorry. Give me Trey Tucker. But yeah, just survey your league, see what handcuffs are out there, pick up those handcuffs and stick those handcuffs into your lineup, or put them, stash them, and then eventually you can play those guys. Hey, appreciate the follow, man. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the love. Share this thing out. If you guys are on YouTube, please help your boy out. Subscribe on YouTube, Talking Sports with Manny. It says cooked by Sam Darnold. Absolutely. He was cooking. He was eating. He did all he wanted to do. Like, tell me something that I don't know. I'm not one of those fans that hide when the team is bad. The team is bad. I know it is. Now we're playing for a top 5 pick. It is what it is. At the end of the day, everybody's hurt. So definitely, if you're going to come after my Commanders, come with some new material. Come with something that's like good. It says pick two. Trade for new Puka, Garrett Wilson, Debo, McMillan. If I'm picking two, give me Puka and Garrett Wilson. It said Roma Dunze or Olave rest of the season. I'm gonna go with Dunze. It says who do you put in the flex? Junkins, Dobbs, Diggs. Give me Junkins. Anytime I see Junkins, it's Junkins, man. Odunze or Olave. Give me Odunze. Debo is going to do the same he did on the 49ers. And which is what? What is Debo going to do? What is Debo going to do? As far as I'm concerned, Debo has played well this season. Because as a 49ers fan, I was wondering your thoughts on Debo. I love Debo, but is Debo part of the future for the Commanders? No. Debo, had Terry been healthy and Noah Brown been healthy, Debo would have been a nice compliment to those guys. No need for Debo, meaning that Luke McCaffrey has emerged as a good slot receiver, a decent wide receiver. So I see Debo Samuels moving on next season. He's not going to get the money that he wants on the Commanders, but Debo has played great. He was one of the top kickoff returners this year. He played his role. He was clicking those first 4 or 5 weeks before all the injuries started to happen. So yeah, I like Debo Samuels. I have no issues with Debo Samuels. Debo or Dobbs this week. Give me Debo. I still think like Debo's playing it for a contract next year. So you're going to see a good Debo the rest of the way. As long as Debo's healthy, he's going to go out there and prove that, hey, he's still a good receiver, and he's going to show that he doesn't quit like people think. And he's, like I said, he's playing for a contract. So why not ball out while you're healthy? It says sell high on T. Higgins or keep him. Sell high on T. Higgins for sure. As a Falcons fan, I'm tired, boss. Look, I feel it. I feel it, man. I feel it. So should I trade for Bucky or Saquon? If I had to trade for one, I would trade for Saquon. It says, assuming you have Josh Allen, would you trade Drake May and Kenneth Walker for James Cook? Drake May. If it's a one quarterback league, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Trading both guys. Yeah, Kenneth Walker is just a wash. He's a wash. So getting James Cook for him, yeah, I would make that trade. Good trade. Appreciate the hearts. Appreciate the love. I'm going to charge up my phone a bit. Y'all give me a moment. All right. Yo, assuming that you have Josh Allen, okay, I'll talk about that one. Sell high on T. Higgins. Yes, sell high on T. Higgins ASAP. Sell him right now. Sell him immediately. Trade Nico and ETN for Pittman, BTPA, and Jennings. It's just one of those trades. Honestly, it's even. It just depends on your preference. But I like Pittman a lot this year. JSN for Waddle, Chase Brown, and Gatson. Lots of injuries. Yeah, I understand it. As much as I like JSN, whenever you can get multiple pieces, that's 3 solid pieces, 3 solid starters, you go ahead and do it, man. You can't just have a name just to have a name. You got to have players. Says, I need your help. Trade Genty for Junkins. I'm 72. Yes. Give me Junkins over Genty all day long. Top one, Tracy. Rome for Genty. I like Rome over Genty alone. That's just me. But if you need a running back, I definitely understand it. It says, should I drive Isaiah Davis for Devin Singletary? I would hang on to Isaiah Davis. I mean, it looks like he's going to get some work as well. So you might want to just hang on just in case. For those that are watching on YouTube, appreciate you guys hopping on. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe, and please share. For those that are watching on TikTok, if it's your first time catching me and you're not subscribed, do your boy a favor and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. All right. It says James Cook, save Flowers, Kittle for JSN, a good trade. No, not a good trade. I'd rather have James Cook and and Flowers and Kittle. Like the more you have heading into the end of the season and the playoffs, the better. This is not the time you start to sell 2 for 1 to upgrade a position or so. Depth is going to be what most likely helps you win a championship or lose a championship. Right now, with bye weeks and all kinds of weird stuff going down, I'd rather have as much depth as possible. And it seems like a lot of you guys play redraft. So this is a time to get depth. Just in case. Should I start May or Jaden Daniels. Give me May. Start three. Waddle, D. Smith, Brees, Trey Tucker. The first three. Yeah, Waddle, Smith, and Brees. That's who I'm starting. All right. While you guys got more questions coming in, I'm going to give you guys some running backs that I'm not messing with this week. I'm not messing with Kamara. I'm not messing with Bill Crosby. I'm not messing with anybody on the Giants. I'm not messing with Zonovan Knight. Definitely not messing with Kenneth Walker. Charbonnet maybe, but I'm not messing with Kenneth Walker. It says, I have Bucky, Junkins, Barkley, Monangai. Who should I start? Junkins. Junkins and Barkley, if you have to start two. It says start three, Rico, Williams, Genty, Bucky. Give me Rico, give me Williams, and give me Genty. It says Barkley, Laporta, Rice for London, Cook, Bowers. Yeah, get the Bowers side for sure. It says says you start. These questions are coming in fast. I missed that one. Okay, here it is again. It says I have Daniel Jones and May. Should I try to trade for Stafford? Listen to what you just said. You said you have Daniel Jones and Drake May. Should I try to trade for Stafford? Why would you need to trade for another quarterback when you have two really good ones? I don't understand. It says B. Robinson and Nico for Jefferson and Rice. I'd rather have the Robinson and Nico side, and I'm hoping you're talking about Bijan Robinson. It says Saquon, J. Will for Gibbs and Junkins. Absolutely. It says Stafford or Baker. Give me Stafford this week. Trade Genty and CD for CMC. Nope. I'd rather have CD and Genty. Stafford or Baker. Give me Stafford once again. It says Saquon and J. Will for Gibbs and Junkins. Give me Gibbs and Junkins. Appreciate the follow, Brandon. Appreciate you. It says Saquon and J. Will. Okay. It says I got offered McBride and Shaheed for Pickens. Should I do it? Yes, give me McBride and Shaheed. Yeah, definitely. It says start two, Cortland, Wandale for Garrett Wilson. Give me Garrett Wilson and Cortland, especially if Garrett Wilson is healthy this week. I was offered McBride. Man, appreciate the gift, man. Appreciate the gift. Big Grease, man. Appreciate the love. Big Grease says I was offered McBride for White. My RBs are Vidal, White, Krosky, Merritt, Jones, Henderson. Man, it's just a lot of So take McBride, trade away White. I get it. I get that your running back situation is struggling, but McBride is one of a kind. You definitely grab him when you can, honestly. All right, let's keep on going. It says Jordan Love or Jackson Dart. Give me Jackson Dart. There's not a lot of guys that I'm starting over Jackson Dart this week, to be honest. So we talked to running backs. We talked to wide receivers. What other position group? No, I think we did quarterback and then running back. So the next position group is wide receivers on my list. We got some wide receivers. I'm going to kind of run through real quick. So give me Cortland Sutton this week versus Vegas. Give me Roma Dunze versus the Giants. Give me Romeo Dobbs versus Philly. Give me Wandale Robinson versus the Bears. Give me Quentin Johnston or Ladd McConkey or any Chargers wide receiver this week versus Pittsburgh. Shaheed could be a sneaky pick this week. Give me Stephon Diggs this week. Give me Khalil Shakir. Give me Terrence Johnson if you're desperate looking for a receiver. Give me Josh Downs. Give me Michael Pittman Jr. Receivers that I'm not messing with this week is Deebo Samuels for this team. But I'll start Deebo if I need to start somebody. Jacoby Myers, he's new. Ladies have a tough matchup versus Houston. Trey Tucker, he's still playing Denver, and Denver's tough, right? And then obviously DK Metcalf this week is a sit for me versus that Chargers defense. But I get it. If you have to start DK Metcalf, you start him. When I say that these guys are not it for me, that does not mean to start them. I mean, bench them just to bench them. You bench them if you don't have. If you bench them if you have better options, obviously. So Sam Darnold or Josh Allen, give me Josh Allen always. So I just traded DeAndre Swift and Nico Collins for Mara. I like the Nico side, but I definitely understand the upgrade. Should I drop Hawkinson for Njoku and get Kincaid? Um, yeah, get Kincaid. Get Kincaid. I don't care which one you drop. Yeah, it's gonna be dark for me. Tracy or White, give me White. And appreciate the gifts, appreciate the follows, appreciate the hearts, appreciate it all. It says go Lions. Yeah, go Lions, man. The Lions about to put up 60 points versus these trash Commanders, and I'm here for it. It is what it is. I'm a realist. I'm a real one. Is this Odunze or Wendell Robinson? Give me Odunze. I'm not a delusional fan. It says start Fields, um, MPJ, or Mariota. I think Mariota is safe, but Fields and MPJ have the most upsides this week. The safest out of these three is probably MPJ, or even Mariota, but there it's tough, man. It's tough. I would say go with MPJ. Go with MPJ. Okay, I don't know what that means. Use your words. The emojis are kind of weird, but use your words. It says trade Bucky for Henry and Wendell. I would do it. I don't know when Bucky's coming back, and I don't know what Bucky does when he does come back. Bijan and CD for Puka and Chase. Give me Puka and Chase. But these are four superstar players. It's going to be based off of preference. If you don't need running backs, and you get Puka and Chase. But yeah, four really good players. It says which of the two, DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison, and Waddle. Give me DJ Moore's been hot off late. Give me DJ Moore and Marvin Harrison Jr. It says Tracy or Singletary. A lot of these questions are not coming through. I don't know why TikTok is like covering a few comments, and the comments are clean. I don't know. Some of the comments are not coming through. I have to approve them. I don't understand. Troy Franklin, wide receiver 1 now. No, he's not. I still believe he's the wide receiver 2, but they treat him as the wide receiver 1. I got 15 more minutes to stream. So yeah, definitely get your questions asked. Hey, Brandon, man, what's good, man? It says, hey, how's it going? It says Jacoby Myers or Shaheed. That's tough. Give me Shaheed. Give me Shaheed. So, yeah, sorry, Brandon. A lot of the people were on the TikTok more than the YouTube, so I'm just getting to your comment now. So sorry about that. It says, should I accept this trade? Quentin Johnston for J.K. Dobbins. I like J.K. Dobbins' side. So should I trade a chain and Tet for Jamar? I don't mind. Sorry, I really can't hear you. I don't know if it's me or if it's the mic. Let me know if you hear me better now. Hey, Brandon, can you hear me better now? I've made some changes on my side. I don't know if it's my mic. Just let me know if you can hear me now. Okay, you can hear me better. Okay, cool. I appreciate you. Yeah, to answer your question, I said give me Shaheed over Jacoby Myers. Gatson or Fannin, give me Gatson. Should I accept Junkins and Emeka for Bucky and Tech? Yes, give me Emeka and Bucky. A lot of you guys love Bucky, and I do too, but aren't you guys worried about the injury so far and what he's going to look like when he comes back? Or is it just me? The Bears, bear down. DJ Moore and it says DJ Moore and Dallas Goedert for Higgins and Kareem Hunt. Yes, give me DJ Moore and Dallas Goedert easily. It says I got offered Quentin Johnston for Deebo Samuels. It's fair. It's like about the same. Depends on who you like better. Whichever one you like better, you trade for one and keep the one that you like. So, yeah, that's a fair trade. Would be either way. Both guys have been inconsistent off late. So, right. Y'all be sure to follow the YouTube Talking Sports with Manny. Appreciate y'all. Let's we are walking. All right, what time is it? 5:18. I have till 5:30. So should I start JT this week? If you have no other options, you start JT. Yeah. All right, talk wide receivers. I'm gonna try to talk tight ends. Give you guys some tight ends that I like this week. And when it comes to tight ends, they're just so random. Praying for Jaden, and absolutely same here. Same here. I hope he bounces back and comes back strong. I'm always gonna rock with JD5. Like he's been the best thing that has happened to the Commanders since 1999, since I became a fan. So he's gonna be fine. He's gonna bounce back. A lot of times teams are good one year and not good the next year. So I expect the Commanders to do a lot in adding this guy weapons. You're gonna see a whole new set of receivers. You're gonna see Terry, then you're also gonna see them potentially. I love the RG3. Don't get it wrong. I love the RG3. While he was here, while he lasted, I cheered for him. Even until now, I still cheer for RG3. But RG3, that magical rookie season was great. JD5, another magical season that was great. I'm hoping that he bounces back, and he should. So let's pick three. Pick two. Olave, Waddle, and Garrett Wilson. Give me Garrett Wilson and Olave. If Garrett Wilson is out, then obviously we know what to do. So here's some tight ends that I like this week. Harold Fannin or Njoku, right? Both guys should be solid. Dart or Herbert, give me. Ooh, that's tough. Give me Herbert. I like Harold Fannin this week. I like Kate Otten this week. Juwan Johnson is the top 10 tight end number 10 right now in fantasy. He's been solid all year, averaging 9.9 points per game. Dalton Kincaid has been like on fire, man. This dude is on pace for about close to 1,000 yards and about 8 touchdowns this season. So Dalton Schultz, he's picked it up recent. But the only thing with Dalton Schultz is that he's yet to score his first touchdown. Will he score his first touchdown this week versus the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is a divisional game? So we'll see what happens there. Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Bo Nix or Geno Smith. Bo Nix easily. Moore or Shaheed? Give me Moore. All right, guys, I got 9 minutes. Ask away. Shakir or Franklin? Give me Franklin. Moore or Shaheed? Give me Moore. Bo Nix or Pat Mahomes? Give me Mahomes. Mahomes is on the bye week. Was that a trick question? But it should be Bo Nix because Pat Mahomes is on the bye week. You got me there. Nah, you got me. I had to think. I was like, man, I've been removing Pat Mahomes from my lineup. Like, am I crazy? But yeah. And some leagues I actually have both because I play in a lot of Superflex leagues. So I have a lot of leagues where I have both guys. Let's see. All right, we are at 353 follows total. I'm going for 500 by the end of the week. So you guys have really showed out and showed love today so far. Appreciate that. So straight Franklin and Laporta for T. Higgins. Then flip T. Shakir and Munt for J. Will. If it's Jameson Williams or is it Javonte Williams? If it's Javonte Williams, I'll rock with Javonte Williams. His only starter losing is D-Mon. I'm not mad at it at all. Anytime you can trade and flip, I'm all for it. I'm all for multiple assets. J. Will, oh yeah, I'm out on J. I'm out on J. I just need an RB1. Is it Javonte? See, if it's Javonte, so you're saying J-Mo, which is the Detroit wide receiver. Yeah, I'm good on him, but there's a lot of people who love him. But that's just me. Let me see. Wait, no, it's Javonte. If it's Javonte, yeah, then that's a great trade. You said J-Mo, but I get it. Javonte Williams, yeah, definitely go grab Javonte Williams. He's a really good RB, and it was crazy how He was disrespected this year, and now he's just killing it. It says trade Dobbins for Gasson. Yes, you need all the Gasson shares. I need all the Gasson shares for sure. Devonta Smith or Stephon Diggs? Give me Devonta Smith. He's been hot off late. Let me go scavenger Twitter, see if there's any news that you guys need to know about. I don't know if you guys play fantasy basketball, but I rock with fantasy basketball as well. Darius Garland returns today to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's starting. And they're going to start Garland, Mitchell, Tyson, Mobley, and Allen. So that's the news that is coming out right now. DeAndre Hunter is going to be out for the game on Wednesday. Jordan Poole is out today in the NBA. Let's see. Goddard, Fannin, or Musgrave. Give me Goddard. Goddard is the safest of the three. The highest upside is probably going to be Fannin. Says, yeah, I got Bowers, Kittle, Chase, Flowers, and the RBs are cooked with Harvey and Demont. Yeah, I get it. Make them move. Harvey's cooking. Yeah, Harvey is cooking, but when you just have Harvey and Demont, you need more. So I understand what he's saying. His thoughts on Debo this week. I think Debo has a good week this week. Think about it. The Commanders are going to be losing by 1 million points, so that means they have to pass the ball. And out of all the receivers around, Debo is going to be the one to potentially get a lot of screen passes. So you can see Debo being targeted 9 to 10 times this week for about 7 receptions, for about 80 yards, and possibly a score. So Debo should have a good week this week. Going into CJ Stroud, you're trying to get me again. CJ Stroud has been ruled out. So it has to be Bo Nix. You with the trick questions. I love it, though. So yes, it's Bo Nix this week. It says, risky start, though. It says, do you think Harvey will take Dobbins' job towards the end of the year when there's been some wear and tear, or if Harvey continues to ball out? Eventually, Harvey should win the job. But right now, it's a 50-50 timeshare, and Harvey has looked better in the last 3 weeks or so. So, all right, guys, I got 5 more minutes. Just in general, Bo Nix or CJ. In general, I'm going to go Bo Nix. He gives you the rushing upside. He gives you pretty much everything. He's just saying he has no. Filter those comments. I don't have to filter comments, but does that offer Quentin Johnson for Debo? I think I answered that earlier. Quentin Johnson, Debo, they're about the same to me. But I would rather have Debo right now. At least we know Debo's a number 1 receiver with no competition over there. This is Allen and Bill for Sutton and Boone. I have Stafford. Allen and Bill for Sutton and Henry. I guess, yeah, go for Sutton and Henry. Doesn't make me excited to make that deal, but I definitely understand, especially having Stafford as another, valuable quarterback. So I get it. Raiders versus Broncos. Who you got? I got the Broncos winning by at least 2 scores. It's going to be bad. It's going to get really, really, really ugly for the Vegas Raiders really, really fast. It says, if James Cook misses time, who do you think is it's going to be Ray Davis. It's going to be Ray Davis. If James Cook does not play, Ray Davis has a chance to be a top 15 back this week. You have to go back in time to last year. Ray Davis killed it. He killed it when James Cook wasn't around. So Ray Davis has some talent. He has real talent. So I like him a lot this week. All right, we got Colby in the building. Colby says, I have Goddard, Fannin, and Loveland at tight end. I feel like I don't need 3. Do you think I should drop one of them for a handcuff like Corum or Algier? If so, which one should I drop? So if you had Goddard, Fannin, and Loveland at tight end, it's hard to pick one to drop. Goddard has been consistent all year. Loveland just blew up last week, so I would drop Fannin. Even though Fannin has been consistent, I'll drop Fannin just to see if Lovely can do it again. And if I'm to drop Fannin, I'll go grab one of these handcuffs for sure. Because handcuff his team, and going after Blake Corum is actually pretty smart. If you watched the game last week, you see that Corum was getting a lot of love, he's getting a lot of burn this past week. So yeah. It says Bo Nix or Purdy. Give me Bo Nix. Sutton and Jenkins for CD. I have CD. Yes, give me Sutton and Jenkins for sure. It says I need an RB. Okay, need an RB. I want to pick up Ray. Should I drop Alec Pierce or JD5? Drop JD5. That's why we drop. JD5 is going to be out for a while. He's going to need potential surgery or whatever they're saying, but they're saying JD5 might come back towards the end of the year, so you have time to drop JD5 and pick him back up if you want to. But yeah, I'm keeping Alec Pierce, especially after AD Mitchell got traded. Alec Pierce could be sneaky good the rest of the season, especially in that offense. Emeka, Sutton, or Devonta, give me Emeka. JD5 can help me in the chip. He can. He definitely can. But it's one of those things where you have to value what you want more. If you don't need Alec Pierce, then you drop him. Absolutely. Yep. Anybody is more than welcome to join the fan club before I leave. That's totally up to you guys. Appreciate the follow, appreciate the love, appreciate the likes, appreciate all of that. It says, should I trade Cook or Gibbs? I would trade. Yeah, definitely, most definitely. Appreciate the gift. Appreciate the gift from a guy. Appreciate you. It says, I don't need a wide receiver. I have CD, Rice, Waddle, and Sutton. And starting Keenan and Myers. But, okay, yeah. I don't blame it at all. It says prime Julio Jones or Odell. Prime Julio Jones is not even a competition. It's not even a question. Prime Julio Jones was different. Prime Julio Jones was a dog. He was an animal. It says appreciate it, man. Absolutely. Urgent. Start Franklin or Waddle. Give me Waddle. At least we know Waddle's number one. Franklin might be number 2 or number 3 over there. And then he's playing on Thursday night. You guys know how I feel about starting players on Thursday night. Do not like to, but it is what it is. This is holy ball knowledge. Hey, I try, man. I don't know it all, but I love the game. I love the game. Yeah. I've been watching since 1999. I know I missed a lot, but I always go back in history and kind of catch up on previous years before I started watching ball. But it says, I got a hard one for you. Hey, let me know. Let me know I'm ready. I can do a couple more of these before I leave. I'm supposed to have left right now, but I'll do a couple more before I leave. There's Megatron or Jerry Rice. Ooh, that's tough. See, this one right here is tricky. Megatron was during my time, right? Jerry Rice was before my time. But I know history is Jerry Rice. Easily Jerry Rice. I know that Megatron had a shorter career. I know that Megatron put up crazy monster numbers. But Jerry Rice was consistent every single year. Best hands, touchdown records, played for multiple teams. And when you look at Jerry Rice on the Oakland Raiders, you understand the magnitude of the player that Jerry Rice was. So for me, it's easily Jerry Rice. It's not even a competition. It's not even a debate. Give me Jerry Rice over Megatron. Easy. See, had Megatron played longer and done more, then maybe, but Megatron didn't play long enough. He had some amazing seasons here and there, cut short for lack of wanting to play the game and injuries, but Jerry Rice was a different animal. Give me a better one than that one. Kind of disappointed, man. All right, London, Swift, Moore for Jacobs and Odunze. I like it. I think it's even, but I definitely understand. You meet the Jacob and Odunze side. Because I have CMC Pickens and one of them. JD just went down. Junkins, Downs for Dak and Tet. I would do it if I really need a quarterback, but there should be quarterbacks available in waiver wire. I like Junkins a lot. That's just me. I'm a big Junkins guy, but I understand the sentiment of going after Dak. I honestly do. Dak is really good this season. Chase Brown and Waddle for Lamar and Adams. Chase Brown and Waddle for Lamar and Adams. Yeah, do it. All right, you got me a better question. This is the last thing I'm going to answer. Prime Julio or Prime Megatron? Ooh. Now, that's tough. Me personally, I'm going Prime Megatron. See, both guys were more of my era. Julio was just a special specimen. But when you look at Megatron and what he's able to do, if you take Megatron's top 5 years and you take Julio's top 5 years, it's Megatron. It's Megatron. Julio had the better stats, but if you look at from what I remember, I don't have the stats in front of me. What I remember that Julio struggled with scoring touchdowns. I'm gonna have to look it up now. I know Julio struggled with scoring touchdowns, and from what I remember, Megatron was a touchdown machine. I could be wrong. It's been years. So let's look at the stats real quick. Obviously, Julio played longer. Julio played from 2011 to 2023. Julio had, early on, he had an 8 touchdown season, 10 touchdown season, and a 2. Then 6, then 8, 6, 3, 8, 6. So he had 10 touchdowns one time, right? But later on in his career, he struggled to score touchdowns because I remember, what's his name? Calvin Ridley came in, and Ridley was gobbling up all the touchdowns. Go look at it. When Calvin Ridley came in to play next to Julio, he gobbled up touchdowns. And we want to talk about Julio being better. Did Megatron have any other receiver next to him the caliber of Calvin Ridley? Did he have anybody the caliber of Roddy White? Don't forget Roddy White. So when you're looking at it and seeing who's better, who had the better quarterback, it's debatable between Matty Ice and Stafford. But all I'm saying is that Julio had people on the other side. One guy says, I traded Chase Brown in London for Rashee Rice and Tracy last week. That's rough. All right, I'm going to pull up. So we did Julio. Let's pull up Megatron's numbers. Let's look at Megatron stats. Megatron stats. Let me look at it. Megatron was a different animal, and it's hard to compare Megatron with other people because he only played from 2007 to 2015. So, but he had a 4 touchdown season his rookie year, right? He had 12, then 5, then 12, then 16, then 5, then 12, then 8, then 9. Just the touchdowns alone. Like this dude had 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 4 12 touchdown seasons. Sorry. He had 12 4 touchdown seasons. So, yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. But yeah. This is Rico or Waddle for Jefferson. I would do it. Prime Matt Ryan or Prime Eli Manning. Without looking at the stats, give me Prime Matt Ryan. You can make an argument for Prime Eli Manning, but Prime Eli Manning had a defense. That's why he won 2 Super Bowls. He didn't win the 2 Super Bowls because he was so great. Matt Ryan is like, you can't even compare it to Matt Ryan. I believe, didn't Matt Ryan win the MVP? Let me look that up. See, I'm just going off of the dome right now, and you're challenging my mind to go back in time. Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan went to Super Bowl. He didn't win. He went to Super Bowl. Matt Ryan was a dog, man. I love Matt Ryan. Let me see. Yeah, he won MVP in 2016. Says Eli beat Tom Brady twice. Eli Manning did not beat Tom Brady. Eli Manning beat the New England Patriots. I know we like to compare the matchups, the head-to-head. The quarterbacks don't really match up against each other. The Giants, if we want to get technical here, the Giants front four beat Tom Brady. The Giants front four was great in those 2 seasons, and they did beat some all-time great Patriots teams. At the same time, I'm not going to discredit what Eli Manning did. Eli Manning did have some pretty good plays in that Super Bowl. But with that being said, would you say that Eli Manning is better than Peyton Manning? No. You can't compare the two. All right, give me the last one because I got to go. All right, for those that are on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. I'm logging off from YouTube. I'm going to answer one more question on TikTok and then I'm out. All right.